What are we calling this month? Romancuary?
Let's fuck
romance?
February.
Let's
Down to
fuck
February.
Down to February?
DTF, down to February.
Are you DTF down to February?
I like that.
Because we're down to
Because
February.
we're here to talk romance.
We're here to February all over you.
I like it.
Yeah.
DTF, down to February. Do
Yeah.
you vibe with that?
Sure.
Sure or yes?
Yeah. I mean, the first time we did this, we called it Lynchtober. And
that was the first time?
yeah, I mean, we've been doing we stick to a genre, but the first time I titled a month was
Okay.
Lynchtober.
Because I've always thought that I've been good with play on words and alliteration and stuff like that. So I can definitely come up with some good shit.
Yeah.
I think DTF is pretty good.
Yeah, that is going down to February.
Because you could do you could rom-com-uary, but
that's boring, and
like-
we've been doing too many.
let's fuck
Boring
frisky
ones.
February. That doesn't work because there's a consonant right after the F in frisky, and there's no consonant after the F in February. So I just think down to February.
Down to February, cool. And we watched a really good down to February movie today. This week, this time. Riley, do you want to say the movie?
The title of this Down to February movie is
Yeah.
John Tucker Must Die.
He must die.
He's not a surf Nazi, but he still must die.
He still must die.
We're going back-to-back must die titled movies.
And also, this is sort of a back-to-back Riley's pick because you picked it,
yeah.
but it's not. I guess it's not
It's not. This is not a part of the Riley's Picks episode series.
Yeah.
We won't lump it in there as this is
Right.
our introduction, our episode 1 of Down to February.
Yeah.
Are you down to February?
Do you want a February with us all this? We were doing a few months back. We were doing little small skits at the beginning of them, and I was trying to do stuff with the intros, but I don't really care about retention anymore. Because I was trying to get big into retention and YouTube data, but I don't know. I kind of don't care to do all that shit because it's just a podcast, and either people listen to it or they don't.
Right.
Doing weird little. Trying to Mr. Beastify this video would just be a waste of my time and
Yeah.
energy.
And there's this one gun YouTuber. I'm exposing myself a little here saying I watch gun YouTube, but
That's fine.
there's this one gun YouTuber who does a dumbass sketch before every episode that is a little joke about whatever gun
Yeah.
he's showing, and it's just just show me you fucking shooting shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'm here for a reason,
If it's longer than 30 seconds, then it's you're skipping that because
Yeah, for
I don't
sure.
wanna,
Especially if it's really bad acting and it's
Yeah.
unbearable to watch.
Yeah. I think sometimes it's intentionally bad acting. That's what we were doing when we were doing the Heist Vember sketches.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't feel like putting effort into the podcast anymore. I doing the podcast is one, but putting effort into editing the podcast, that's where I'm just well, this isn't gonna change. No one's gonna not click on this episode because I didn't put effects in it. Or,
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a difference between putting shit up on the screen when we mention it,
Yeah.
and then doing a full 3.5 minute mini sketch before the
Yeah.
start of the episode.
Yeah,
you
it's
can
just a
just put
waste of
shit up
time.
on the
Yeah.
screen when it's mentioned, and that's as much editing as I feel a podcast of this medium needs.
Yeah.
Just so people know what we're talking about if
Yeah.
they don't already.
I've been thinking about doing clips because I know that's a big thing is
Splicing clips.
or having a separate channel for smaller clips from this podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But because that's what I was doing when I first started the channel.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it was just a waste of my time because they were getting no views, and it was just crowding the channel up just too many just bullshit videos.
That's why I like the YouTube shorts. I think are nice.
Yeah, the shorts are.
But those can only be so long, right?
They can only be a minute.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. But I feel our shorts get a lot of views.
The shorts get a ton of views. That's
Yeah.
why I keep doing the shorts because I know I'm going to
They're
get at
getting
least
a ton of
1,000
views,
views.
yeah.
But a clip, I just think a clip wouldn't be. If someone wants to clip this, if you're watching this and you want to clip this podcast and put it on your channel, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I'm
Go
not going to
ahead.
copyright strike.
If you think there's a bit funny enough in this podcast to rip it from us and put it
Yeah,
up on your own channel, go for it.
go for it.
If
Just
you're one of
link
those
it.
podcast clippers that steals clips from all the other famous podcasts,
Go ahead and
famous
clip it.
podcasts
Yeah.
like us,
Yeah.
then
I mean, we're
go ahead.
close to 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
Like, I think within the next couple months we're gonna hit 1,000, and then it's gonna be like up from there. But anyways, back to this John Tucker movie. You're a fan of this movie?
I am a fan of this movie. I watched this movie a bunch when I was probably in like early middle school, I want to say.
Yeah.
For a lot of different reasons. I thought it was just like funny, which it is.
It is. Yeah.
It's a good watch.
Fun. Like.
And then there's a scene that I really enjoyed when I was that age that we'll get to.
I think I can imagine. I think you
know probably which one it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought it was an interesting concept to me too as a middle schooler. This guy's dating 3 girls that all go to the same exact high school, all together, all in the same grade. But they don't know they're all dating him because they're all like in different social settings.
Yeah.
And it just to me is like that could never fucking happen. Even when this movie came out in like 2004, 2005, because cell phones were a thing and like MySpace was becoming a thing, but especially now.
Yeah, there's no way that
you
could
get
happen.
caught like cheating, fooling around so fucking quick nowadays. This movie would never be a thing. I mean, obviously it's not supposed to be real, but the idea of it even is a bit far fetched for me. It's still fun though.
It is a fun movie. Yeah. I had never seen this. It was always one that I had known about because of the poster, and it was just a girl's butt, and that's like when you're in like middle school or whatever, and you see a movie poster of a girl's butt, you're like, I like that.
The poster's very, it's right here, on the Wikipedia. She has a tramp stamp that says John Tucker must die, and she's holding like a gun over her butt.
Yeah. And it's a pretty sexy poster.
It is a pretty sexy poster. There's a lot of sexy actresses in it,
There's a lot of sexy actresses in it. Not much of like spicy in terms of like the spice meter. I thought it was going to be a very spicy movie. It wasn't too spicy.
No, it's like a high school girl movie, so it can't get like too crazy spicy.
Yeah.
There is some spice, a little bit.
Yeah, there's a bit of spice.
There's my favorite scene.
Yeah.
But like, in terms of like actual like sex scenes and stuff, there's not much there because it's really a movie for high school girls.
Yeah, which is fair. They don't want to see that. But I thought it was like actually they were trying to kill John Tucker. Like I thought that's what the movie was about.
That would be sweet if they murdered him at the end.
Yeah.
They just in cold blood murder him.
Yeah. That'd be pretty
Penn Badgley is like, what the fuck did you do to my brother?
I was watching it with my fiance and I was like, oh, that's Joe Goldberg. And she was like, it is. Like I didn't. And she was like, I had no idea. She was a big fan of this movie like when she was younger.
Yeah.
So when she put it, she was pleasantly surprised when I put this on.
Penn Badgley is a nice.
I didn't love the hair.
No, but he plays like the perfect like sweet younger brother or whatever the hell he's. I don't know if they're twins or whatever, but
I think
he's
like
the
older brother. No,
I think he might be John's younger. I think he's John's younger brother.
He is.
Yeah, and he plays it like perfectly. Like
he plays it well, but I think he's like too hot to be.
He is for sure. I think everyone in this movie is too 26 years old to be in high school as well.
Yeah, that too.
It's like very inappropriately cast age-wise.
Yeah.
Everyone is like 30.
Yeah.
Brittany Snow, for Christ's sake, is like 30.
Yeah.
When I saw this movie, I had a huge crush on her. I thought she was very pretty.
She was very pretty.
And then retrospectively going back and watching clips recently and having seen it, I think 2 or 3 years ago, I find Ashanti to be the most attractive girl.
Yeah, I don't really rate girls because I'm a feminist, but I'd say that out of all of them.
Well, go watch our last episode and tell me Joe doesn't rate girls. The only 10 Joe knows is his fiance.
Yeah, she's the only hot girl.
But as John Tucker, if you were dating these 4 girls, which one would you actually want to date? Probably.
I don't know. Probably Brittany Snow. If I don't remember what the other 2 girls look like. I remember Ashanti, but I don't really remember the other 2 girls. The other blonde girl.
There's the blonde girl with the bob.
Yeah,
she's really
love
cute,
it.
but she's not my type.
I think the other girl was pretty hot.
The curly black hair, slim frame,
Yeah.
They're all really pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, all 4 of them are really pretty, but
I think I'd probably go for her. But yeah, I don't think John Tucker was that hot that he's getting all these girls.
I think Penn Badgley's hotter than Jesse Metcalf.
He was like the
He's
early
bigger.
2000s.
Jesse Metcalf is larger.
Yeah. He's the early 2000s like white boy who plays basketball and is like the most popular guy at the school. Like vibes.
Yeah. not the
They
most
love that.
attractive,
Yeah.
but like the coolest guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the scene where they all find out they're dating him.
Yeah,
When
they
they're-
find out.
they're all in volleyball in gym class.
Happenstance. That's his whole thing was he dates girls who aren't in the same social circle.
Yeah. So they happenstancedly find out they're all dating him while in gym class together.
Yeah. Because he is so hot that the gym teacher has a heart attack, so they have to have another gym teacher. And that's how all the girls find out.
Yeah, they're all in like the same volleyball team together in gym
Yeah.
class. I mean, I haven't seen it in a couple of years, but from what I remember, they're all in the same like volleyball team in gym class. And one of the girls says something about like, I can't wait to go on a date on Saturday with John Tucker or
Yeah.
whatever. And then the Ashanti spikes the volleyball in her
Yeah.
face. And she's like, what did you say? And she's
Yeah.
like, I said I'm seeing John Tucker or whatever. She's like, no, because I'm seeing John Tucker. And then it all starts, and then they all go
Some
to
volleyball conflict.
yeah, they all go to detention because they get in a fight, and then Brittany Snow ends up in detention with them somehow, even though
Because
she wasn't in the fight.
She says to them like, you're all like fighting over the same guy, like this, like you don't realize this shit. And then the gym teacher says she gets detention because she said a bad word.
Oh yeah, yeah. So then yeah, they're all the four of them like meet
Yeah.
properly in detention.
Yeah.
And they devise a plan to get Brittany Snow to kill John Tucker.
Yeah.
And that is the plot of the movie.
Yeah.
Is getting Brittany Snow to destroy John Tucker's reputation.
So it's set up that her mom is a smoke show who gets dumped a lot.
But she's
and
a single mom.
she's a single mom, and that Brittany
Back-to-back
Snow.
movies with hot moms. Surf
That's true.
Nazis Must Die is the hot 80s
Yeah,
lady.
you're right.
And this movie has Brittany Snow's mom. Who plays Brittany Snow's mom in this movie? Gosh, because she
forget.
is very attractive.
But her thing is that she like nobody remembers her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm like a forgettable
It's
like."
Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Donnie Wahlberg's
Yeah.
wife. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, like I'm just a nobody. Everybody ignores me," but then when she joins the cheerleader squad, she somehow becomes like the most popular girl in the school, and everyone starts to notice her. Which is like, I get the character of John Tucker is like a, chauvinist guy who like only pays attention to the hot girls on cheerleaders and whatever. But yeah, I don't think she would be a nobody. And the fact that like they all forget her name and stuff, that was like the joke. But
And then obviously, as they're like getting her to start dating John or whatever, she like actually starts to like fall for him or whatever.
yeah,
That's got to be like part of the plot in one of these types of movies. They like recruit her to ruin him, and then she like actually starts to fall for him.
yeah,
From what I remember, yeah. And then there's something that's like the tipping point where she's like, "Oh yeah, he's terrible."
it's because the other girl films them in the locker room.
Doing LT,
Yeah,
dude. That's scary.
what?
Could you imagine a video camera around you and your boys constantly?
Oh no.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, locker room talk.
Yeah,
Gross. That boys do it in the first place, but in the second place, it's scary getting the idea of getting caught.
yeah.
Like, I don't condone locker room talk.
I never spent a lot of time in the locker room, so I don't know.
I'm just saying in general, like kiss and tell, like that kind of shit.
Oh,
like I don't
okay.
really condone like dudes being like, "Oh yeah," and I hit
Like,
that,
I
and it was
fucked
like
her,
crazy and blah blah. Like I don't fuck with that. Never been my style.
Yeah,
But the part that's even scarier than a shitty dude doing that is that dude getting caught and then like getting his head ripped off by a lady.
yeah. That'd be kind of rough.
So yeah, they get caught doing locker room talk on the basketball team.
Yeah.
Doesn't he say something really fucking stupid? It's like the dumbest line ever. I think he
says something like
he's like, that chick was a layup, or like he makes like a basketball
Yeah,
pun
something
or
like that.
something.
He says like, "Oh yeah, like he's like I'm going to score in the game tonight and, after the
Oh,
game
yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
to score in 2 ways or
yeah,
whatever, some
he
gay
makes some
pun.
dumb
Yeah.
basketball pun, and that's what sets her off.
Yeah.
Which is hysterical. That like,
That's just bros being bros.
to me though, also as a lady, if I met a dude who made a joke that fucking bad, I would immediately be turned off by it.
By the guy? Wait.
Yeah, like let's say I was dating a basketball player and
Yeah.
he wasn't making that joke in locker room talk, but he was just making it like to my face or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna score in the game, then score with you later tonight, babe."
Yeah.
Me as the female, I would be like, "That is such a bad joke. I'm immediately turned off by you and your sense of humor."
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't be grossed out by the fact that he told me he was going to fuck me later. I would be
Yeah.
grossed out by how bad of a joke that was.
I mean, I guess it depends on the relationship. If he's like if that's like their sense of humor, it's
Yeah.
like, I'm going to do silly basketball puns, like,
Yeah,
then maybe she might like it.
I
But
guess.
in the terms of this movie, it was, yeah, and then he started like thrusting and pretending like
Yeah,
he was
going to,
hitting her
like,
from
hit
the
it.
back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, it was kind of corny. I
It was
think
very,
just,
like, jock, early 2000s, like, jock stereotype.
yeah.
But it was fun.
It was fun. It's
a
like
fun movie.
fun to like watch that.
Yeah, and be like, thank God
I'm not that.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I guess I've never thought of that because I've never like I was never on the sports teams or like had boys that I would like talk about that with. So
Well, that's yeah. I've always found it
annoying.
off-putting even.
Yeah.
Like dudes who do that, I don't like spending time around those kind. They're just not good dudes.
Okay, yeah.
At least in my experiences. So it's like there's no reason to I don't know.
Be respectful about your bitches, guys. Yeah.
That's your hoe.
Yeah, that's your
That's your slam
Don't-
piece,
Yeah.
bro.
Don't fucking tell the boys about your bitch.
That's your barn to muck, dude.
Yeah. You don't want the boys knowing what's going on.
Yeah, you don't need the boys knowing how wet it was and how loud everything was and all that shit. Keep
Yeah.
it to your goddamn self.
Now that you say that, it is weird
Right?
that people like talk about
Exactly,
that.
yeah. Like, could you imagine if I came here one night and was just like, "Oh, Joe, I hit it and it was so crazy," and like,
Dude,
it's like, you don't
I
need
was
to hear
all
that. You
over
don't
the
want.
pussy.
Yeah, you don't need to hear that.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
And like, there's dudes that do it, and it's just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thanks, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, John Tucker, very unattractive character,
Yeah.
both with his bad basketball puns and his gross locker room talk.
Yeah. What'd you think of his bod?
Hot. He's chiseled.
He's got a pretty good bod.
His
I think,
face is like he's like not that cute in the face.
Yeah.
So his
the
body.
hair.
Is
His hair is kind of weird. I don't know why his
Well,
hair
when you
was
say, "What do
bothering
you
me.
think of his bod?" I go chin down.
Yeah, I know.
Which is like,
Yeah.
yeah,
he's got a good
hot
bod.
But yeah, if you put Penn Badgley's face on that dude and gave both of them a better haircut,
Yeah.
that would be like the hot kid in this movie.
Yeah, Penn Badgley's got a good haircut in You. Did you ever watch You?
No, is that the TV show?
Yeah.
No.
It's a
Isn't he's like a stalker or something?
he's a stalker, yeah. It's what you would call a girlfriend ass show.
Okay.
But
It's what you would call a girlfriend ass show.
I watched the
It
first
does
season
strike
because
me
it
as a
was-
girlfriend. I was gonna say that, and then I didn't want to say anything in case you liked it. But you're allowed to like
it.
girlfriend ass
I
shows.
mean, I
I
like
like Poker Face.
I like
with-
New Girl
with Natasha
Natasha. What's her name? Fuck.
Leone.
Leone. Yeah, there you go.
I just know in the Old Navy commercial she's in, she goes Natasha. And it's
Natasha.
like how she says it.
Yeah. Doesn't she have like a cigarette voice?
Kind of. It's not really like a straight smoker's voice.
Okay.
But it's definitely like it's not like a very like feminine voice.
Yeah. Which good for her, you know.
Yeah.
Not every woman needs a feminine voice.
No, not at all.
Um,
But yeah, because after the basketball game, he's gonna go fuck Brittany Snow at the hotel, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the plan?
That's the
what-
implication, yeah.
That's the implication behind the I'm gonna score tonight.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick, bro.
It's
He's
so
about to
sick,
score.
bro.
He's about to fuck his girlfriend.
And then they like trap him on the balcony naked or something.
No, she tells him to put on a thong, but then
Yeah.
he goes and then she tells him to go into the wrong room.
Yeah.
And then but then everybody thinks it's cool to wear a thong.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's cool because John Tucker wore a thong.
Yeah,
so
that's
then all
the
the
thing is
dudes
that-
start wearing thongs. Isn't that a scene in this
That-
movie?
yeah, that is a
yes,
scene
it's
in the
coming
movie.
back to me now. All the dudes start wearing thongs, which comfortable, fine.
Sure.
Sure.
I've never tried it,
if
but it's
you
if they-
don't have to adjust. I've never tried it either.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like if at a high school dudes started wearing thongs like that, it would become like a comfortability thing.
I'd imagine
Because from
so.
what I
think it would
understand,
just be like
thongs are
a
comfortable.
Okay. My understanding was they weren't comfortable.
Maybe your girlfriend has a big ass that eats it alive.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
I don't know. I've heard both.
Okay.
I just think I've heard that thongs are comfortable. And in my opinion, again, I'm exposing myself a little here, but it's like I'm a big fan of like looser fitting clothes and stuff. Like baggier the better.
All right.
But I know a lot of people who like are a fan of like tighter fitting shit. So like maybe if you're a fan of tighter fitting stuff, a thong is more comfortable.
Maybe. It could be the case.
Maybe if you're a dude who likes your stuff all in one place, a thong may be best for you.
It's fair. We got to start that trend.
Yeah, for real. I'm going to start whale tailing on the podcast.
That'd be pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might need to tone it down because I might just be fucking rock hard every episode.
Hey man,
it's
it's
like,
down.
damn,
It's
Riley.
down to February. I might just be wearing a thong right now, and none of you little perverts would ever know it.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna clickbait people by saying.
Reminder to sign up for the Paradiso OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's true.
Where we shoot all these episodes exactly the same but naked.
Yeah, but also it's still have the table, so you can't see our dicks.
Yeah.
But just know that the dicks are out.
These clothes are AI generated on right now. We're shooting these fully naked, and then we AI generate the clothes on afterwards.
Right.
So
because it's easier than just shooting the whole episode twice.
Right.
Yeah.
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 So remember to get behind that paywall if you want to see my Winona Ryder tattoo.
Ooh boy. Did you say that during this episode or the last episode?
I think I said it during the last episode.
Okay.
They're
But
starting to blend.
That's a callback. We were talking about doing callbacks. So
yeah. Me and my 13 tattoos, something like that.
Nice. Do you count each letter of Winona Ryder as a different tattoo?
No.
It's all the one.
Because then that would be like 13 tattoos on its own.
Yeah.
Winona Forever is like at least almost 10 letters.
I count my tattoo as 5 different tattoos.
No way. No way you count that as 5 different tattoos.
Yeah, it's just the one. I'm gonna get more, I promise.
Should I get the John Tucker Must Die tramp stamp?
That'd be pretty hot.
I was thinking about getting a tramp stamp recently as a joke, but then it's like you don't really get tattoos as a joke because they're there.
Some
for
people
like
do.
A long time. I've gotten some as a joke. My Formula One tattoo is definitely a joke.
I've thought about getting some as a joke.
My Fortnite tattoo is definitely a joke.
Okay.
But you would never know it's a Fortnite tattoo.
What is it?
That.
Oh. What is that?
Stands for Lucky Landing, which is a Fortnite location.
Oh.
It's a POI in Fortnite, but just looking at it, you would never be able to know.
Like that's his dog's initials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an ex-lover.
It's an ex-lover.
Lou Reed. Wait. No. Lou Lead.
Lou Lead.
I was married to Lou Reed's long-lost cousin, Lou Lead, in the 60s.
She's Chinese.
Yeah. Take a walk on the wires. Lou Lead, take a walk on the wire side.
Yeah.
Hit single. Have you ever listened to any Jackie Chan music?
No.
Fire. Bangers.
Jackie Chan makes music?
Mm-hmm. In both Chinese and English.
Damn. That sounds like something a racist would say, like, when referring to Chinese. They're like, what's with this Jackie Chan music?
Yeah. When, like, the gong plays,
Yeah.
they'd be like, what's this Jackie Chan-ass music?
Yeah, he's like at a Chinese restaurant. He's like, what's with all this Jackie Chan-ass food? I don't know why this racist white guy sounds black. What's with all this Jackie Chan-ass shit?
What's with all this working on the wire side?
Yeah. Have you ever seen what's that Michael Jai White movie called? Fuck. I wish I could remember the name. It's like a parody of a 70s movie. Not Black Lightning.
Probably not.
No, but it's Black Dynamite. Dynamite. I think it's Black Dynamite.
Michael Jai White, is he the one who does Weekend Update?
No, that's Michael Che.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I just exposed
Michael Che White.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Michael Che White.
No, Michael Jai White.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Trippin.
Jordan. Michael B. Trippin. I'm fucking Michael B. Trippin right now over all these handsome black men.
All these handsome, these sexy black guys.
They're tripping me up, man.
Michael Jai White played Spawn. Did you see the movie Spawn?
No.
Okay. Well, he's like just a famous.
Why
black
does he
guy.
sound Chinese? Jai.
Jai.
Doesn't that
It's
sound
the Jai.
Chinese?
Yeah.
Is he working on the wire side?
He does do like kung fu and shit.
Was Lou Reed black?
I have no idea.
Okay. I have no idea either.
It's Chinese apparently.
I think that song is about a trans woman, though.
Oh.
A Chinese trans woman.
Chinese trans woman. I cut my penis off.
That wouldn't it be really funny if John Tucker was like Buck Angel? Do you know who Buck Angel
I
is?
do know Buck Angel.
He's
Yeah,
a really ripped
porn
dude who
star,
just has
yeah.
a pussy.
Yeah.
That'd be really funny if at the end of the movie that's what ruined John Tucker's reputation, is he's like a really hot ripped dude and then he just has a pussy.
Yeah, well that's the thing is that at the end of the movie it's his birthday party and they're like, we're gonna expose him at his birthday party. And then he has his like revelation while on stage at his birthday party, which who the fuck has birthday parties like that? You know?
Yeah,
That's a
I was
movie,
just about
but-
to say he's having like a Kylie Jenner style birthday party where it's
Yeah.
like in a rented out mansion and there's like strippers and cake and
Yeah,
fucking
and DJs
Yeah,
and like a million people.
You're telling me the most popular kid in my high school had a birthday party like that every
Yeah.
year and I just never knew about it?
Yeah,
I
the-
refuse to believe
The
that.
captain of the basketball team had that. Cassius Winston had that
Yeah,
had that birthday party.
There's no chance in hell the most popular kid at my school had fucking Ludacris perform at his birthday party
Yeah.
and get a cake stripper with 200 plus people invited.
Yeah.
No.
But I think the implication is that like his dad's rich because I think he has a yacht too.
Yeah, they have a boat.
His backstory isn't revealed too much, but yeah, I think it's implying that he's rich.
Yeah. Which is fine because
yeah,
he's
it's
the handsome basketball star. Of course, he's also rich.
Yeah.
He gets all the chicks.
He gets all.
He
the
ticks all the
He
high
takes them
school
all to like
boxes.
fancy restaurants.
Yeah. He ticks all the boxes that a high school woman would want in a boyfriend. Rich,
white,
on the sports
basketball.
team, jacked,
Yeah.
white. Yeah.
What was he gonna? Oh yeah, so he has this revelation that like, oh, I've been lying to women and that's not good.
Yeah.
But then all his boys in the crowd are like, oh no, like that's sick, bro.
Yeah,
like
he has
you
his
can,
like
you
ego
should.
death aha moment.
Yeah, and then they're all like, no, dude, like fuck all the chicks.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, and he's like, no, but that's not good. And then they're like, no, it is good. And
John Tucker must fuck.
yeah, and then he keeps his word because by the end of the movie, he's being honest with women.
He is.
But he's being honest about the fact that he's fucking multiple women.
Yeah.
So
So at least he's doing that. That's like my one friend. I won't expose any names here, but he always says we always ask him like because he's
Friend
a
John
he's
Tucker?
huh?
your friend John Tucker.
Well, yeah, my friend John Tucker.
Yeah.
My friend Redacted.
Yeah.
He like never has a girlfriend, could always have one. He's a good looking dude. He's a good kid. And we're always like, why don't you like try and get a girlfriend or whatever? And he's like, because I know for a fact I would cheat and I just don't want to
Damn.
do that to a girl. So he's like, I just
That sucks.
fucking play around. I'm
Nice.
like, yeah, mad
Yeah,
respect.
that
As long
works,
as you're
yeah.
honest to yourself about it, you know? Yeah.
He might find one of these open relationships
Sure.
that they're talking about. Everyone's talking about nowadays.
Yeah. I think John Tucker could have benefited from one of those.
Probably, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's pretty much what he was doing. They just didn't know.
They just
about
didn't know about it. Exactly. Yeah. He was in an open relationship, but they weren't,
Yeah.
which is never a good thing. When one person is
Yeah.
in one and the other person isn't, it's not generally a good sign.
But the thing is that Kate, he's willing to change his ways for Kate.
Right, which is so weird.
Yeah, but up until she like, pulls the curtain out from under, and then he just goes back to his ways, but he's more honest about it.
But I think for him too, it's like, oh, I would have changed my ways for you, but now that I know you were playing me the whole time, now I have to double down and be extra heinous to hoes.
Yeah.
It's almost like he like learns his lesson, but not really. Like
Yeah.
he learns it, like you said, yeah, he's more honest about it, but because of the fact that Kate pulled the rug out from under him, he's like, now I have to be heinous. He's almost like, no, trust nobody, not even yourself, after
Yeah.
the Kate thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, all right, sure, I'm like, I'll be like the girls that he's with at the end of the movie. They don't seem enthused about the fact that he's dating both of them. So
No.
it's like, okay, now these girls are just gonna have more problems because
Yeah.
they know that he's fucking other girls.
Right. And they just have to pretend to put up with it. Or
Yeah.
like pretend to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Kate ends up with Penn Badgley at the end.
Well, she doesn't really end up with him. They imply that they're going to, they're a good couple or whatever. But it's just weird that it's his brother.
It's implied that Penn Badgley has sex with all three of the other girls at once and then gets with Kate at the end.
I think that's the implication is that he has a massive foursome.
With the three other girls that his brother dated before starting to date Kate.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I heard too.
Yeah. That was the original ending.
It's in like the behind the scenes cut. If you don't own the
Hardcore.
director's cut disc, then you wouldn't have it. But
Hardcore Penn Badgley foursome. And then the end of the movie.
yeah.
And it was pretty. We can get to your scene now since we've kind of like gone all over the place.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's like a high school girl movie. There's really not much to it.
Yeah.
Once you cover like the main plot.
Yeah.
Which I think it did pretty creatively. Like there's not a lot of other movies where it's like he's dating all three of the same girls at once and now they all want revenge and I don't
Ghost
know.
of Girlfriend's Past.
Yeah.
I haven't
It's
seen it,
based
I don't
off of a Shakespeare writing.
This movie is?
Yeah.
No shit.
It's like loosely based off of a Shakespeare writing.
Okay, I can
about
see
like
that.
a Shakespeare wrote a book about like a guy who was a player and like none of the girls knew and then they all found out from each other. And,
Okay.
yeah. I
didn't know it. Do you know which one it is?
I have the Wikipedia pulled up and it says it right there on there.
Because I saw a movie a couple weeks ago called Anyone But You. It's the new Sydney Sweeney movie. And that movie is also based on a Shakespeare play, but like a modern take on it.
The story is loosely based on William Shakespeare's The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Nice.
Oh, it made $50 million.
Good for that. Good for
Made
John
a pretty
Tucker.
pretty decent chunk of change.
Who's the director?
Betty Thomas.
What else has she done?
Let's see. What else have you done, Betty Thomas? Only You, the Brady Bunch movie, Dr. Dolittle,
Ugh.
Charlie's Angels,
Okay.
Guess Who, the movie,
Yeah.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel,
No shit.
Doogie Howser,
So she's just a director for hire chick.
Mancuso, FBI,
Damn.
yeah, Grace and Frankie. Yeah, she is a director for hire. She's also,
What?
acted in a lot of stuff. So she's just like around Hollywood.
Yeah.
This lady. Yeah.
She's probably Nepo.
Yeah. Betty Thomas.
Good for her though. I mean, she got a career out of it. She made a few good movies.
She won an Emmy as an actress.
What was it in?
Hill Street Blues,
Oh, I haven't
an
seen
American serial police procedural television series that aired for 6 years.
it. Nice. Good for her. Congrats,
Yeah.
Betty.
And then she directed John Tucker Must Die.
Yeah. Do you want to get to your favorite scene?
I mean, yeah, it's the
Sure,
one
might as
where.
well. She's in her underwear.
No,
Oh.
it's the one where Brittany Snow and the girl with the black curly hair make out
Oh
in the
yeah.
parking lot
Okay. Yeah.
in
I
the
almost forgot
car,
about that one. Yeah.
and they're doing like kissing practice because Brittany Snow like
Doesn't
is
know how to kiss.
32 years old,
Yeah.
very attractive, and still in high school and doesn't know how to kiss.
Yeah.
So she makes out with the other girl.
Yeah. That was like that was probably like the draw of the movie. That was probably in the trailer.
It probably was two girls
Yeah.
kissing.
Yeah.
And yeah. Given the title card or the poster,
Yeah.
and then that scene. As a 12-year-old boy, you're like,
Damn.
I don't care if this movie's for girls.
Yeah.
I'll
The
get
kiss
a-
was brief though.
I'll get a
That was a
boner.
bit upsetting. I was like, I wish it would have gone for
It's
longer.
still just like even the conversation they have before it.
Yeah,
it's just
that's
a good.
pretty hot.
It's a hot sexual tension
Spicy
scene.
yeah.
It's very very tense.
And that girl, like, it's her characterization is like supposed to be she's a slut.
Yeah, she's like the slutty one of the three.
Yeah.
Is she the one that has the tramp stamp that says John Tucker Must Die?
I
don't.
know.
None of
I
them
don't
have a
think they-
tramp
I don't
stamp,
think they
but
show it.
I just wonder.
She probably would be the one.
What? Yeah, would be the one.
Okay.
From the poster.
I thought you were gonna say your favorite scene was when they were in the hotel and she was webcamming with John Tucker and she was in her underwear.
Oh.
Because I forgot about the
No.
makeout scene.
That scene's whatever. I mean, we've
Yeah.
all seen Brittany Snow in her underwear.
Yeah, fair.
That's the first time I've seen Brittany Snow kiss another lady.
Have you seen X?
EX or just the letter X?
The letter X.
No. Is it a Brittany Snow movie?
She's in it. Yeah, it's like about a group of kids, or not kids, like a group of adult filmmakers in the 70s, and they're like shooting this porno, but on this like farm. And the movie Pearl? Have you? No. The movie Pearl was like a prequel to X, but Brittany Snow is in it, and she's playing a porn star, and she gets fucked by Kid Cudi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi's a good looking dude. Is it like an actual full pen scene? Is it an actual porno?
Yeah, Kid Cudi has a massive cock, and he's fucking no, it's not full pen. It's just you see her tits, like, and Jenna Ortega's in it. So Jenna Ortega's in it. So
full nip
on
yeah. Brittany Snow.
Yep.
Nice. I'm in. Count me in, brother.
Count me in. Ty West.
He's
sold. The director.
When did that come out? If Jenna Ortega's in it,
2 years ago.
Is she 18?
She's
21?
18 in it.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't see her tits, but you see her underwear and
whatever.
ass and whatever. So that's.
She'll be in an HBO show eventually.
Yeah,
that's see her tits in that.
Yeah, that's the thing with all these actors nowadays is like you can really count down the days until they do a nude scene.
Yeah,
not that I do, but
there's some.
I mean, Sydney Sweeney like right out the bat just went like
that's true.
Full pen.
There's no Winona Ryder nude scene.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure. I'm also unaware of an Aubrey Plaza nude scene.
I am aware of one. I want to say the movie was called like Little Blessings or something like that. Also, she's nude in The White Lotus in a couple
The Little
scenes.
Hours?
The Little Hours, yeah.
The Nun movie?
Yeah.
Is she nude in that?
I think so.
I've seen that several times. I don't think Aubrey Plaza's tits are in that movie. I think there's a different girl's tits in that movie.
Maybe
there are
else's.
tits in that movie,
Yeah.
but I know they're not Aubrey. I would know if they were Aubrey
Maybe it wasn't
Plaza's.
Aubrey Plaza then.
The Little Hours is great.
Yeah, actually her husband directed that movie.
That has James Franco in it. Or Dave Franco.
Yeah. And he's married to Alison
Franco,
Brie, who is also
in that movie. Yes. And then John C. Reilly is
he's
fucking
like
hilarious
the priest,
in that movie.
Like the head of the congregation or whatever.
Yeah, the head of the convent.
Yeah.
And then he fucks the nun who comes by that movie is just so good, dude.
Yeah, it's a weird movie. If the director Jeff Baena, I think, which we should have done him for Jeffy-wary. He has a lot of like
husband.
Yeah, he has a lot of like weird movies. Like he has one that came out either last year or 2 years ago called Spin Me Round, where Alison Brie, like, her and Aubrey Plaza have a makeout scene in it. But she goes to like Italy.
Tight.
And she's like fucking the CEO of like this Italian restaurant company. I think you should check out some of his movies.
Nice. I'll definitely give him a peek.
It's weird how often he has his wife like do like sexual acts in his movies. I mean, like, who cares? But
yeah, clearly they have a good relationship. Then.
Yeah, good for them. But
yeah, like I don't know. Maybe he gets to do stuff on the side.
Yeah, maybe. That's probably these Holly weirdos.
Maybe
what they do.
Was it on this podcast we were talking about Benico Del Toro getting caught eating Scarlett Johansson's pussy in an elevator? That was not on this podcast?
No, I've never heard of that.
I don't know where I heard it then. And I don't want anybody to quote me on it. I really don't.
Because I'm going to pull it up, Jamie.
Saying, I don't know where I heard it.
Benico
and you might be able to
Toro.
Bust this myth. But
Scarlett
I've never heard it before, and then somebody said it a few weeks ago somewhere.
Okay, Scarlett Johansson reacts to the rumor she had sex with Benicio Del Toro in an elevator. It was outrageous. So it was potentially a rumor.
Yeah, and the rumor was that he was like on his knees eating her pussy from below.
Damn.
And
shout out Benicio.
That's fucking baller, dude.
Yeah.
That's like, I wonder if Aubrey and Jeff
probably
get in the elevator and she fucking smothers his face with her.
You're in an elevator with Scarlett Johansson. She just kicks up her
Scarjo.
leg and it's just like
she puts her leg, you know, like the
right
handrail in the elevator. She just puts one of her legs up on it and takes your head and pushes it down.
Dude, no one would not do that.
Yeah, I can't. I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
I would be happier if it was Aubrey Plaza.
Okay.
But I still wouldn't say no to it being Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. I used to love her
I
so
would be
much
at
when
my
I was a boy.
happiest if it was Andy Milanokis.
Dude, if I was sucking Andy Milanokis
off
in an elevator.
at the Republican National Convention,
Yeah.
that'd be sick. I have my little suit on with the American flag pin in it, and like
We get
a little
caught
bit
by
of it.
Vivek.
Yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy comes in, and
He
he's
comes
like,
to the
"Oh my
elevator,
God,
he's
Andy,
like,
what
"Oh,
are you
no,
doing
what is
getting
going
your
on
dick
in
sucked?"
here?
And Andy Milanokis is like, "This is how I stay young, Vivek. I get my penis sucked by
He's like, what are you doing?
young virile
That's so
boys
amazing.
in
I
their
can't
early
believe they did that.
20s."
That's pretty hot, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Andy Milanokis. I wonder what his meat hog looks like.
There's a rumor going around that John Tucker ate pussy in an elevator too.
Yeah,
And that's
he
why
ate
all the
Andy
girls are
Milanokis'
mad. That's why all the girls are mad at him, is because there's a rumor he sucked Andy Milanokis' dick in the school elevator.
And Andy Milanokis was wearing a thong.
Yeah.
He just like peels it to the side.
Yeah.
His dick like flings out.
Yeah.
And he's just like sucking. Damn.
And then all the guys at John Tucker High, I'm just going to call that their
Yeah.
school, are wearing thongs because they all want to be like Andy Milanokis and
Yeah.
get their dick sucked by John Tucker.
Yeah, that'd be pretty hot.
Isn't that the Family Guy news anchor's name? No, Tom Tucker is the Family
yeah.
Guy news anchor. I'm Tom Tucker. I'm John Tucker.
I'm
and
John Tucker.
And I'm
I
eating
suck
pussy in
cock."
an elevator
Yeah.
and sucking cock.
I'm eating Andy Milanokis' pussy.
Yeah, John Tucker has a pussy and Andy Milanokis is
John
eating it in the
Fucker.
elevator. John Sucker.
John
And
Sucker.
he's sucking
Yeah.
Andy Milanokis' dick in the elevator.
John
Holy shit.
Sucker, Andy Milanokis.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good
that
bit.
was
we
a
just
good
came
bit
up with.
that we just came up with.
I'm gonna use that.
Of Jesse Metcalf in character as John Tucker.
I'm gonna use that next time I'm on stage and be like, "You guys ever think about like what if John Tucker sucked Andy Milanokis' cock
You gotta
in an
start.
elevator?"
You gotta start with. You guys remember that Jesse Metcalf movie, John Tucker Must Die? Okay, now imagine Jesse Metcalf in character as John Tucker, and now he's sucking.
He's sucking.
He's
Andy
sucking a
Milanokis'
grown man's
cock.
penis, but the grown man like looks like a baby. Like, isn't that really funny? Like,
You guys know what Andy Milanokis is?
Isn't that like really funny? Yeah. Just like picture that. Just picture that. Tell me it's not really funny.
Guys, wouldn't that be hilarious?
And like they're in like an elevator like at a high school. Tell me that's not. And like Andy has a red thong on.
He has a red thong and he peels it to the side.
And his
he's
dick
got,
just goes
he's just got a
boing.
red rocket that's fucking. And
It's
he
like-
just comes
it's like
all
an
over
old-
his face.
It's like an old cartoon, and his dick goes boing.
Guys, wouldn't that be hilarious? It'd be kind of hot too. Not gonna lie, guys. Not gonna lie.
Your dick is just like slowly starting to peek more and more through your sweatpants while
Yeah.
you're on stage. You're getting noticeably and noticeably harder while talking about it.
It's like this guy just came here so he can get himself hard on
Everyone's
stage.
booing you.
Yeah, I start throwing shit. Like, guys, no, but guys, like, wouldn't that be hilarious?
Okay, just like it's not just Jesse Metcalf. He's in character as John Tucker. That's what makes it so funny.
And then they all start laughing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that
They're
would
like, oh,
that would be. They all
like I
start
thought it
jerking
was
off.
just Jesse Metcalf.
Yeah.
That wasn't funny.
Yeah.
As soon as you said he was still in character as John Tucker, I was losing it.
Yeah. That would be hilarious.
God damn! Now that you said that part,
Like, thanks, guys.
you should have started with that. Next time, lead with that.
Next time, lead with the John Tucker, Andy Milanokis dick sucking scene.
Your first joke out on stage.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that might kill.
You
we
have, like-
don't know.
An animation of it playing behind you.
I have to like give it to the host. I'm like, can you like press
Put this
this?
up.
Like,
Do you
when
guys
it-
have a projector?
when
Go
I
up
say
behind me?
Andy Milanokis, can you turn this on?
As soon as you hear Andy Milanokis, press play.
Yeah.
When I ask the crowd if they remember the Jesse Metcalf movie called John Tucker Must Die, I want you to press play.
It should go automatically, but if it's like if it's not at the same speed, can you just try and match it with like what I'm saying?
It has like a trigger with the
Yeah.
word must die.
Yeah, I give him like a script, like an
You're
outline
doing
of,
your
like, when to
first joke.
click.
You're like, so in this movie, surf Nazis must die. It starts playing behind you. You're like, oh, fuck.
I just recite the podcast like during like on. They're like, "Geez, 5 minutes was up like an hour ago."
You're on stage for an hour and 20 minutes talking about Andy Milanokis getting his dick sucked by various Hollywood people.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I'm gonna do
An
that, and I'm
Andy
gonna
Milanokis.
intercut it. I'm gonna cut that right here, and
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
I think an Andy Milanokis, Kathy Bates sex scene, I would pay like $20-$25.
Kathy Bates? Why Kathy Bates?
Because she's so much bigger than he is.
I guess.
I would love to see the contradiction between Kathy Bates and Andy Milanokis in the bedroom. I would love to see how they configured that, like who was bringing most of the power and like who is generating most of the power.
Yeah, I guess I do wonder like how much power Andy has, like if
right.
Because he has like the body of a child, so you would think he's more spry, but also he's smaller.
Right.
So
But like then in that situation too, like if he was say fucking like a Lizzo or a Kathy Bates,
yeah,
could he survive that? Like would Andy theoretically be able to make it through the night?
Yeah.
What are we setting the over under at for hours into sex where Lizzo kills Andy Milanokis? Like 4.5?
If she's sitting on him right away.
Yeah, okay. But based on my guess, Andy Milanokis knows that that's not a good idea. So if she asks to sit on his face, Andy's more than likely going to say no.
Yeah.
So there is no face sitting involved.
How many people do you think Lizzo has killed by sitting on their face?
1.5.
Yeah.
I'm thinking one is fully dead. The second became a vegetable and barely survived.
Probably, yeah.
And the third will be Andy Milanokis.
The third will be Andy Milanokis. Yeah.
I would actually probably, just out of morbid curiosity, pay at least $20-$25 to watch a Lizzo Andy Milanokis sex tape. And I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, no, I'd be interested too.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would pay for it. I'd wait for it to go on to like
one of the free websites. Yeah.
And get a virus, but it's worth it.
You'd get a Republican virus from Andy.
Andy Milanokis, yeah, he just.
I wonder, are there like right-wing porno sites? Is that a thing?
I've looked into it. I can't. Do they got to do a porn parody of the Daily Wire? Just like Candace Owens, like.
I'm waiting for the porn parody of John Tucker Must Die, where it's all the same actresses from the original just having sex.
That'd be pretty hot. That'd be pretty spicy. And Andy Milanokis plays John Tucker.
Yeah, it's all 4 of the girls from the original movie, and then Andy Milanokis is John Tucker, and the 4 girls are like gang banging Andy Milanokis. It's a femdom gang bang, where the 4 stars.
They all have strap-ons on. They're just fucking.
No, they're not strapped. It's just feminine dominant. They don't have to be strapped up.
Okay.
They're just pushing Andy around like a little boy.
Okay. That'd be pretty hot.
Throwing him around the room like a ping pong ball.
Yeah. It's like a step away from like child porn.
It'd be so funny. One of them is fucking Andy. They just pick him up and throw him to the next girl. Here, you take him. You see Andy fly across the room like Captain Underpants.
That'd be pretty.
Man, that'd be sick. Oh, can you? I don't know. I'm gonna expose my Yeah.
He's 47.
Holy fuck!
Shit.
Andy Milanokis is 47? How tall is he?
Let me see. Andy Milanokis.
Like, is he tall enough to suck?
5'7"? I feel like that's
being so generous.
Yeah, that's.
I know dudes shorter than him that don't have Andy Milanokis disease.
He has growth hormone deficiency.
And he's 5'7"?
I guess.
That does not add up. This math ain't mathing, Mr. Milanokis. Wait, is he like Greek 5'7"? So he's like actually like really short or something? Because there's like a lot of like tall Greek people. I don't know. I feel like the math isn't adding up. Is he like 5'7" in like Mexico where there's like a lot of short people or something?
Oh, now it's saying he's 5 feet 6 inches.
Okay, that's not a big difference.
Yeah.
He's 5'6", whatever. I thought Andy Milanokis was like 8 to 10 inches shorter than me, not 4 inches shorter than me.
Let me find a picture for reference of him standing next to someone tall.
Like a comedian.
Yeah. Who's this? I don't know who this is.
Let me see.
It's a black guy. I don't know.
That's Chief Keef,
Is that
who's
Chief
like
Keef?
6 foot. So Andy Milanokis is definitely 5'6". Scary. I didn't know they made Andy Milanokis a fucking superhuman. That's terrifying.
Yeah,
Now I'm fucking scared. Okay, so I take that back. I would not pay $20 to watch him fuck Lizzo.
Who would you pay to watch him fuck? Oh, okay. Here he is with Simon Rex. Do you know Simon Rex?
No.
He was in Red Rocket, and he was in
He was in a movie about a dog boner.
No, he was in a movie where he plays a porn star.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
he's a tall guy.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
a tall fella. Yeah, Andy Milanokis isn't that short. He
Yeah,
just has a baby
so I don't
face.
want him to fuck Lizzo anymore. Now I want him to fuck like a WNBA player. Now I want Andy Milanokis to fuck Brittany Griner.
That'd be pretty hot. That fit goes hard.
Dude, Andy Milanokis is fucking dripping.
Yeah.
Is that a Fat Albert shirt?
It looks like it, yeah.
That's sick.
It's pretty sick.
Andy Milanokis in his bag. I apologize, Andy. I was not familiar with your game. That's not a very Republican fit you have on.
Yeah. Let's look up Andy Milanokis sex tape.
I mean, if there is anything close to it, I'd be so excited.
I mean, this isn't really, but that's pretty close.
That's from his show, I think.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but that's, you know.
Ooh. One Night in Andy. And it's Andy and Paris Hilton. One Night in Milanokis.
One night in Milanokis.
One Night in Indy. One Night Andy Paris.
One night Andy Milanokis. I don't know. Where are we going with this?
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
like the idea of Andy Milanokis sex tape.
I like that idea too.
I think that'd be really funny.
He'd make some good money off of that.
I think he should fuck one of the Kardashians.
I think he should fuck Lena the Plug.
Yes, yo.
Yeah.
Adam 22.
Set
I
it
know
up.
you're a big fan of the pod. I know you're watching this episode. Please get in touch with Andy Milanokis and ask him if he wants to have sex with your beautiful wife.
People tell me I look like Adam 22.
Like a 10 times more handsome
Oh,
version.
thank
Yeah,
you.
That
Thank
dude's gross looking.
Yeah, he's disgusting looking, and it's very upsetting
very-
every time someone tells me that.
It's very jarring that he lets his wife do that. I don't like the
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah, neither do
Now,
I.
if she was married to Andy Milanokis and he was letting
be
her
one
do that,
thing,
that'd
yeah.
be one thing. But this Adam guy
No,
is
no.
something else. Adam 22 must die.
Adam 22.
That's what movie we're doing next week.
Adam 22 must get raped by Andy.
By Andy Milanokis. But yeah, final thoughts on John Tucker
Yeah.
Must Die.
It was fine. It was serviceable.
It was serviceable. It's one of
This is
the
a good,
like
like,
I've said it a
2000s
couple
comedy.
times. It's a high school girl movie. It's a good like 2000s high school girl movie.
Yeah.
There were good like
Good goofs.
good goofs, good gaffs, good trying to think of like a horny word that starts with G, but I can't.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't super horny. I'd say on the horniness, it's probably like a
That's
5.
I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
For like being a high school, middle school
Yeah,
boy.
for being, like,
when I watched
PG-13.
when I watched this when I was like 12, I got really horny.
Yeah.
so,
You definitely get a boner from this movie.
yeah.
I had it from Easy A. Did you ever see that one?
I fucking love Easy. It's
That
one of
was
my
the
favorite movies.
fucking hottest movie I've ever
That's
seen
one
when
of
I was
my
a kid.
favorite
And I don't think
movies.
there's any like nudity in it at all. But
We should throw that in.
yeah, we'll do that
down
one
to
next.
February.
Well, that's a good one
I'm
to
down
do.
to February.
I'm down to February.
We'll stick with
I'm
the
stoned.
2000s and 2010s teen girl rom-coms.
Yeah.
I think that's a
All right,
nice
well,
niche.
Come back next week for Easy A.
And this was John Tucker Must Die.
John Sucker must get sucked off by Andy Milanokis in an elevator. We'll see you next week. Big peace.